What do a robot dog, a 400-foot yacht, and a sprawling ranch have in common? Jeff Bezos, who founded the e-commerce company Amazon in 1994, owns all the above. Currently, he's ranked as the world's third richest man. His net worth changes constantly based on market activity, but it's now hovering around an outstanding $203.8 billion. In addition to his share in Amazon, of which he owns about 10%, Bezos owns the Washington Post, Whole Foods Market, and 420,000 acres of land. And that's just the beginning. That amount of wealth and the speed at which Bezos earns it, roughly $500 per second, is nearly incomprehensible. So, what is someone with that amount of money to do? If you're Jeff Bezos, you buy a lot of crazy expensive things. Here are just a few. A super yacht. Bezos bought a 417-foot boat, a mega yacht worth somewhere near $500 million. The boat is one of the largest sailing yachts ever built in the Netherlands and has multiple decks, masts, and even a helipad. The $500 million mega yacht reportedly will not fit in the port's tall ship space that can only cater to vessels up to 400 feet in length. The port does facilitate much larger vessels, including 1,000-plus foot cruise ships from specialized terminals. But Bezos' massive ship that should have been named Compensation occupies an awkward position because of its obscene size. A big clock. Bezos spent $42 million to build a giant clock in the mountains of West Texas. Known as a 10,000-year clock, it supposedly symbolizes long-term thinking. It's taking more than a huge sum of money to make this vision a reality. It's being built in the remote wilderness far from any type of development. The idea is for it to last for thousands of years with minimal maintenance while running on solar power. The special timepiece will be in synchronization with the moon and sun and will keep track of the year, century, and millennium. It will also comprise a chime generator that will create over 3.5 million unique bell chime sequences, ensuring that no 2 days will sound the same. Besides, the clock will have 5 room-sized anniversary chambers, one for each of the first, 10th, 100th, 1,000th, and 10,000th year anniversaries. A private jet. It may not be as pricey as his super yacht, but Bezos' $65 million private jet can get him where he needs to go a little faster. Bezos' Gulfstream G650ER seats 8 in reportedly extravagant comfort. A robot dog. Bezos might have purchased one of the world's most expensive pets, a $7,500 robot. Spot was designed and built by Boston Dynamics, a robotics company under Hyundai Motor Company. This robot dog might be smarter than your typical pooch. It can even open doors. The American engineering firm has had recent success with another more high-profile project entitled Big Dog, which is a robotic dog used by the U.S. military. Big Dog is so advanced that it can move over uneven terrain, absorbing the shock from each step and using the energy to charge its battery for later use. The robotic canine that accompanied Bezos, however, weighs around 55 pounds and stands some 3 feet tall. A rocket ship company. A lifelong Star Trek superfan, Jeff Bezos' creation of Blue Origin is not surprising. Since its inception in 2000, the eager aerospace company is funded by $1 billion per year of the Maverick's Amazon stock. I'm in the process of converting my Amazon lottery winnings into a much lower price of admission so we can go explore the solar system, Bezos said upon acceptance of the Buzz Aldrin Space Exploration Award in 2018. When he was a kid, Bezos dreamed of making space a viable option for everyone, with hotels, amusement parks, yachts, and colonies for 2 and 3 million people. Bezos also wanted to remove everyone from the Earth to preserve it as a national park. He laid out these plans during his graduation speech given on June 20, 1982, as valedictorian of his South Florida high school. Although his dream still seems far, far away, Bezos experienced the great unknown when Blue Origin's New Shepard grazed outer space during an 11-minute voyage on July 20, 2021. Bezos' space exploration experiences won't stop there. For the mid-2020s, an even bigger Blue Origin rocket, New Glenn, is being readied so that both people and cargo, including satellites, can take part in regular space missions launched out of Cape Canaveral, a historical museum turned mansion. Jeff Bezos has property all over the country, but perhaps one of his most unique pieces of real estate is the Old Textile Museum in Washington, D.C. He bought the 27,000 square foot building for $23 million and spent $12 million to renovate it. What's inside? No less than one ballroom, 11 bedrooms and 25 bathrooms. A 3-story penthouse in Manhattan. Bezos has been quickly buying up unit after unit at 2125 Fifth Avenue in New York City. He now owns 5 units in the building, which includes a penthouse suite and 3 floors. Counting all 5 units, Bezos reportedly owns $119 million worth of property in a single Manhattan building. A 141-year-old newspaper. One of the leading newspapers in the U.S., The Washington Post, was bought by Jeff Bezos back in 2013. The acquisition cost him $230 million, and the 141-year-old newspaper became his own. At first glance, the deal looks like a natural extension of Amazon's media strategy. Much has been made of Bezos and Amazon's increasing desire to become major media producers. In recent years, Amazon has become an ebook publisher and enabled authors to self-publish. The company created a film studio to supply Amazon Instant Video with original TV shows and movies. But speculation over what Amazon may have planned for a general newspaper should be tempered by the fact that the acquisition was not made by Amazon, but by Bezos personally. A house in Hollywood. Known to be one of the most famous neighborhoods in Hollywood, Bezos owns a Spanish-style mansion in Beverly Hills in California. A Business Insider report claimed that the 7-bedroom, 7-bathroom mansion has a greenhouse, a sunken and lighted tennis court, a huge swimming pool, 4 fountains, and a 6-car garage. A lake house in Seattle, with Bill Gates as his neighbor. Bought by Bezos in 1998, it reportedly cost him $10 million. It's a 5.3-acre estate that houses 2 residences. A 2,600 square foot, 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom space, and an 8,300 square foot, 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home. An expansive Amazon campus in Seattle. Bezos' Amazon Seattle campus spreads over 4 downtown blocks and cost him $4 billion. Reportedly, one of the structures called the Spheres has a tropical forest replicated within it. The company's growth has transformed the area north of downtown Seattle and turned Amazon into an emblem of the technology boom, helping to fuel the regional economy while contributing to traffic problems and rising housing costs. A ranch in Texas. The Corn Ranch is Amazon founder Jeff Bezos' biggest property by area. Located in Van Horn, Texas, the ranch was purchased by the billionaire in 2004. It is at the heart of the ambitious space travel missions of Bezos' aerospace company Blue Origin. The massive land measures 60,673 hectares. It sits almost in the middle of nowhere with salt lake beds, desert, and flat terrain for miles around. The Guadalupe Mountains National Park and its world-famous mountaineering hotspot, the 2,464-meter tall El Capitan, are visible from Bezos' ranch. A Whole Food market. Who knew until he sunk $13.7 billion into buying Whole Foods that Jeff Bezos was so keen on groceries? Healthy groceries, to be exact. Bezos defended his decision to purchase the Austin, Texas-based grocery company, saying in a press release, "Millions of people love Whole Foods Market because they offer the best natural and organic foods, and they make it fun to eat healthy." Whole Foods Market has been satisfying, delighting, and nourishing customers for nearly 4 decades, and they're doing an amazing job, and we want that to continue. The Bezos Day One Fund. After a bit of nudging by alleged critics, philanthropy is something Jeff Bezos has invested in a big way. His Bezos Day One Fund, launched in 2018 with $2 billion in seed money, is an American organization focused on creating top-rate preschools in low-income areas, in addition to supporting homeless families. His programs are given grants to fulfill Bezos' vision. In fact, in 2019 alone, the fund awarded $97.5 million in grants to 24 U.S. organizations, with $5.25 million going to the Homeless Services Network of Central Florida. When the Bezos Day One Fund became a reality, Bezos hopped on Twitter to explain the meaning behind the name of his philanthropic operation. "I talk often about the importance of maintaining a day one mentality," he said, adding, "It's always day one, and I work hard to apply that mindset to everything I do. By so many important measures, the world keeps getting better, and it's one of the fantastic aspects of human nature that we humans never stop looking for finding ways to improve things. Good to his word, the Bezos Day One Fund continues to be at work as the organization fulfills the highly engaged entrepreneur's financial legacy in the areas to which he has contributed a giant sum of his seemingly endless fortune. Bezos said he planned to give away most of his wealth during his lifetime, given that 0.8% of his wealth could pay for emergency repairs to all U.S. bridges and roads, or that 1.9% could fund a year of pre-K for every child in the United States. The impact of this potential philanthropy could be unimaginable. Only time will tell how Bezos continues to spend or give away his massive fortune. But amidst the opulence and eccentricity, there's a reminder that even the most extravagant possessions pale in comparison to the grandeur of the cosmos or the enduring power of a free press. Perhaps, in the end, the truest measure of wealth lies not in what one owns, but in the impact one leaves on the world.